15.
I can't believe that.
Yeah.
It feels like it started yesterday.
I know, right?
Well,
You know what it feels like.
What a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in.
I'm used to that.
Why, it's almost like being in love.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's a smile on my face. You see?
Always, I do.
For the whole human race.
Even you.
Why, it's almost like being in love.
Although music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me.
And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I would swear I was falling.
I could swear I was falling.
Why, it's almost like being in love. Show it there.
Oh, because we're in person.
That's right.
This is so romantic.
Isn't it nice? You know what makes it better?
What?
A little wine. Oh, that's nice.
That is nice. I like the BYOB aspect of this show.
Every week. Yeah. Right in the picture.
Oh, you are. Woo! Oh, watch the hair. All the music of life seems to be.
Sounds good. Like a bell that is ringing for me.
And from the way that I feel,
You got it.
when that bell starts to peal,
I would swear I was falling.
I was falling.
Why, it's almost like being in love. Very nice.
Oh, I love it. You're so good.
Happy episode 15.
Happy episode 15.
Tonight on Live with Cordone and Kilgore.
The Hyde Park baker, Amy Castro, joins us to talk about her journey with her small business with a big heart and a very special mission.
Right now on Live with Cordone and Kilgore.
Song.
That is our theme song. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Live with Cordone and Kilgore. Oh, thank you for joining us. I'm Natalie Cordone.
And I am Sean Kilgore. Today is Monday, May 3rd, and it is episode 15 of Live with Cordone and Kilgore. We are super excited that we have gotten this far, and we're going to keep going as long as you guys will keep having us. We're super excited about it. We are here with you this week with our very special guest, my good friend, Amy Castro, who has a wonderful bakery. She's out of Cincinnati, Ohio. It's called the Hyde Park Baker, and they have a very special mission, and we're going to make Cakesicles tonight. So we're going to have some fun.
Excited. Seriously.
I've already been told I'm not allowed to put cake in Natalie's face.
No, that is not happening. No one wants to see cake in Natalie's face.
No
Okay,
one?
for those of you, I would auction
not
off putting cake in my face. That is the only way. If it were going to fund a show of ours,
Okay.
there would be cake in the face. Short of that,
For money.
not yes. Otherwise, never going to happen.
Okay. Fair enough.
Welcome to all of you. Whether don't think about it.
Sorry.
Whether you're listening to the audio podcast or you're catching us live on Facebook, as we're streaming to the Cordone and Kilgore Facebook and YouTube pages. You can find us on all those pages through the magic of StreamYard and through Sean's incredible producing.
Thanks.
So if you're joining us tonight on Facebook, we ask that you please share our page and come along by joining the live stream. And if you haven't yet, make sure that you've liked our page to keep up with the latest Cordone and Kilgore news.
Absolutely. And if you are joining us on YouTube, you can also click like on the video that you're watching there. You can also, right next to that, there's a share option. I think I actually have a little picture here to show you that will
so good.
talk you through it. So let's take a look on the YouTubes. Look at that. So you can, you can see, you can like the video, you can share the video from YouTube there, and you can also subscribe to our channel to make sure that you never miss anything that we post or whenever we're going to go live. So that's super exciting. And if you're not familiar with how to share on the Facebook, Natalie, you want to talk us through that?
Yeah. So again, Sean has made this handy dandy way for us to check it out. All you're going to do is follow those little arrows that you see on your screen right now. You're going to click the share at the bottom. Then you're going to click write post if you'd like to write a post about what we're doing. And then you can just, once you've written your version of how wonderful we are, you can go ahead and click post. But we really do appreciate you sharing with your friends and family because we want to share our mission of putting positivity in the world to as many people as is humanly possible.
That wine's kicking in already.
It is, and it's only been one sip so far.
I know,
so
right?
Just wait till the end of the show. We got sugar and wine tonight.
And also, if you have not liked our Facebook page, you can go ahead and do that. That's another great way to keep up with what's happening with
Cordone and Kilgore. That's right. And tonight we do invite you to play along of sorts. We want to hear what you have to say. So if you have any comments or you want to ask us or our guest any questions, as always, we invite you to do that right in the chat because we will get to as many of those as possible.
Speaking of, let's go ahead and see who's saying hello
here
tonight.
Who's here? Who's
here? Look who's here. We have Lisa Martell, who's here in person also.
We have a live audience member
We
tonight.
do. This is our first live guest, in-person guest, and we have our first live audience member. So
the world is coming back.
We're building it up small.
That's right.
All right. We have Mariette here.
Oh, hey,
She
Mariette.
wants to see Chris come into the room.
Well, you might see Chris and Peyton if you're really, really lucky.
Of course, we have the mama.
Oh, the mamas.
My sister's here. Chris, of course, you'd like to see that too. Come on up.
He'd
Chris,
like to see, I think, the cake in the face. Is what he wants to see. Never going to happen. Never going to happen. Except for money. Okay. Go ahead.
Let's see. A lot of people. Okay,
See,
we have a couple people want to see the cake in the face,
see-
and it's not a mean thing. It's like a love thing.
Yeah, it's not going to
Because they're
happen.
used to seeing brides do that, or grooms do that to their brides.
Yeah. Why don't you try that and see how it goes?
I will no longer have a work wife.
That's correct, because you usually have 40 or 60 or so years to get back at them from that point
Right.
on till death do we
Well,
part.
ideally,
Just marching towards the death at that point.
Our friend Brian's here. He's got a new job, which is awesome. Still in the healthcare profession, but he's got some new hours, so he's
That's
able
so
to
great.
join us. Hey, Brian.
Thanks, Brian.
Hey,
Thanks for always
Brian.
being
I
with
always
us. We
think of
appreciate
Family Guy when I say that. Hey, Brian. Let's see. We got Dawn here, my friend Dawn. I'm here.
Hey.
Hello, Dawn. Thanks for
saying
joining
hello.
us. Yeah. And we have, I believe, somebody from your family, Amy. Colleen.
Amy? Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, excellent.
And we have our friend here from Istanbul again
Our
tonight.
viewer from Istanbul is joining us.
Thanks
Very
for joining
nice.
us in the middle of the night.
Yes.
You'll have to let us know if you saw that supermoon last night. I was thinking of you last week when we had our supermoon, that you were getting to see the same supermoon in Istanbul as we were getting to see here, which was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool to know we're all under the same moon and the same stars.
The same sky. Are you getting ready to sing?
What is that from?
It's a fievel from the American Tale.
Somewhere out there. That's what it is.
That
You're
is
right.
exactly what it is. And
That'll
if
be
you pay
an
him
image.
enough, you can hear that
No,
too.
we're gonna sing that next week.
Oh Lordy, don't make promises.
You
that you can't
be
keep.
Linda Ronstadt. I'll be Aaron Neville.
Oh my gosh, that actually sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Maybe we will do that at some point. All right.
All right. Well, as always, we do like to bring you some positivity, some good stories in the news. So I think, Natalie, you got a little something special
I
for us,
do.
don't you?
I am so excited about this next bit of news, and it's that it looks like the European Union is going to open up travel back to vaccinated Americans coming very soon. So fully vaccinated tourists from the States will be able to come to the European Union starting this summer, which was reported in the New York Times. So we believe them and we think it's true.
Not fake news.
No, not fake news. Not at all. Not at all. So there are advanced talks and that they would then put out certificates that would enable free movement and the travel through the European Union. So we are very excited about that. Also, just so you know, if you'd like to go to Greece, it looks like you can do that if you show a vaccination card or you have a test that shows that you are COVID negative. So you can already travel to Greece. So if you can't wait for that European trip, just head on over to Athens, where you can check out some history and get the heck out of the United States if you've been here too long.
And you know what they say?
What?
Greece is the word.
Oh my gosh, you are on fire tonight. Are you going to sing that next week too? So now we've got the four seasons and you doing the little John Travolta next week on the show.
That'd be good.
I like it. I like this a lot.
Yeah,
it's good stuff.
Good.
I think we need to feed you more wine. Okay, so what bit of good news do you have to share?
So my bit of good news is about a young lad in Tempe. Is that how you say Tempe, Arizona?
Yeah,
who
Are there lads in Arizona? I expected him very much to be from Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
He was a young Irish lad.
He was a young wee little lad.
That's what I was expecting.
He lost his tractor. That's what happened.
Okay,
so this little kid in Tempe, Arizona, had a John Deere, like miniature John Deere tractor that he absolutely loved, and it got stolen out of his front yard. Some people who were up to no good came by and stole his tractor.
That is not the piece of good news.
That's not the good news. So his dad made a Facebook post about it, saying, we're really upset about this. If anyone sees it, he's like, my son and I bonded over this. We did like repairs on it. We did all this we worked on it together. And the local police department saw that Facebook post, and they actually went out and they did a search. They searched the neighborhoods to see if they could find it. And they came up with nothing, unfortunately. So what they did was they partnered with the local Walmart and the police academy itself. And they purchased him a brand new John Deere little tractor for him. I have a little picture here. Of course, our good news stories come to us through the goodnewsnetwork.com. So you can check that out there. But let me bring this picture up here for you real quick.
Yeah, I'm excited. I haven't actually seen the little baby tractor yet.
There it is.
Oh, that's adorable.
Cute. So all of these police officers came to his house. They all lined up outside of his door, like covering the tractor up. And then when the little kid came outside, he was coming down the stairs, and the cop was like super emotional as he was like getting ready to tell him what they had done for him. And the kid was great. Like, he saw the tractor and he was like, hey man, this is better than my old one. So he was super happy about it. But just a really positive, good story that police doing good and supporting the community and really being a part of what's happening.
Yeah, and making a child's life better, which we love. We love to hear.
Absolutely. Yeah, good news. And that's good news.
Yeah, that is good news for the week. So if you have other good news that you'd like to share, we would love to hear it. You can always find us at cordonkilgorelive@gmail.com. We would love to hear if you have a guest that you would like us to bring on. As you know, we have guests from all over the country and soon to be all over the world. Upcoming guests include a Grammy-nominated violist, excuse me, I almost said violinist and I was wrong. And we have all kinds of musicians and artists that are coming on the show. So if you have somebody who is doing good in the world, we would love to meet them. So please feel free to email us again at cordonkilgorelive@gmail.com.
Absolutely. Budger says no, he did not see the supermoon.
Oh, no.
But look, he's got a nice little setup for himself tonight. He's got some blue cheese and brie, gorgonzola, Roquefort Stilton cheese platter.
Yes, that is a cheese platter to die for.
Yes, and so cheers to you, my friend.
Yeah, broke open his Valley Cabernet Sauvignon to watch his two talented friends. We'll take it, my friend. I love it.
Lisa, what are we drinking over there?
Yeah, we're drinking Justin Cabernet. That's from Paso Robles. The 2018. I like this. It's an easy drinking cab.
Obviously.
With or without food.
Oh.
I think the without food may be why we can't speak tonight. That might be.
That could be. It could be that lunch was several hours ago and there's been no dinner, but I've eaten some of these chocolate chips.
However, we are going to make some exciting things for you. And that's because we have our next guest coming on who is amazing. She is doing good in the world, both by bringing us tasty treats and doing some amazing things with her bakery. So combining her training with her passion for baking, our next guest is growing her small business into a very special offering with a powerful message of inclusivity. Please welcome the Hyde Park baker, Amy Castro.
That a girl. I asked Amy if she wanted to have her wine with her, and she said, I already drank it all. I was like, good girl.
That's why she gets to be on the show.
Hey, Amy.
Hi.
Thanks for being here. Amy, Natalie.
Yeah, it's so glad to have you. Thank you for coming by today, Ann. Thank you.
So Amy is visiting us all the way from Cincinnati, Ohio. Thanks, for being here.
Yeah. Thanks for coming down to Orlando.
Enjoying some beach time.
Right.
Are they having a good time over there?
Oh my gosh.
Staying at some small shack out in Claremont where I hear the amenities are not really.
Oh, no. They are fine fellas out there who take me boating and make me breakfast and spoil me like a queen, which is why I come down here every chance I get.
Oh, that sounds nice.
That is the reason to become friends with Sean, actually. It's just his very exclusive B&B that he runs for only friends and family.
So this is our friend Amy. So Amy, will you just tell everyone a little bit about yourself, your background, your history before you got to the point of starting the bakery?
Absolutely. So I am Amy Claire Castro. I'm from Cincinnati, and originally I was a first grade teacher for many, many years. And while I was teaching, I was blessed enough to have I have two wonderful children, but I have a wonderful son who was born with Down syndrome. And one of the things that always resonated with me was I was worried about what was going to happen to him when he got a little bit older, and was he going to be employed? And I wanted to make sure that there was something I could provide that would employ him someday down the road. And being a teacher, it wasn't like there was going to be something that I could do with him in my classroom, employ him in my school district. So I took a little time off to raise my kids. I started baking, which has been a passion since I was a little girl. And I just got some people were starting to kind of look at my work and notice what I was doing and really like it, and started asking me, would you be interested in making something for me for my child or for a birthday, either this or that? And I just kind of put some pictures on Facebook one day, and I said, if you're, interested, let me know. And I was thinking, nobody's ever going to really want to, go with me or pick anything.
How wrong.
And I was very wrong. I have been as busy as I would like to be since then. And I realized that was something that I could take my educational background and my passion for baking and combine the two to hopefully someday have something that was available for my son and other kids that were like him, so that I could employ them and train them to do meaningful work and something that was fun and tasty as well.
That's really incredible. That's really incredible. Let's take a look. So we have a photo here. This is your son at work. So he's actually helping you, like, in the bakery, right? He's he says this is one of his favorite cakes to make, right?
Yes,
the Oreo cake. And tell us about the other young lady here with you.
Now, the other lady is Katie Malott, and she and my son have been friends for about 10 years. They met working together on a special needs hip hop team with Midwest Cheer Elite in Cincinnati.
Amazing.
Wow, that's cool.
And she is a dynamite. She would love to work in a bakery as well. And she said, we were interviewed last week, and they asked her, why would you like to work in a bakery? And she said, because I just want to make people happy and make them smile.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's really awesome. That's very much in line with what we're all trying to do, right?
And if cake doesn't make you smile, there's something wrong with you. Yeah. So
and you make some beautiful, beautiful things. Let's take a look at some of the other cakes that you make. So here's another cookie cake. My dad's gonna love this. He loves Nutter Butters and peanut butter, but this looks like I could die.
It's incredible.
Thank you. I actually made that for my mother's I'm not going to say how many years it was, but I made that for my mom's birthday this year, and she loves peanut butter, and it was a chocolate peanut butter lover's dream.
Yes.
And it was a moist chocolate cake with a homemade peanut butter icing and embellished with all kinds of peanut butter treats. With Reese's and Nutter Butters, and it was just divine. It was very decadent and delicious.
Awesome. Tell us about this.
Oh, those were the hottest item of the season. Those were hot cocoa bombs, and they came in a dark chocolate or a white chocolate, and they are spherical domes made of, there's a delicious milk chocolate cocoa on the inside with marshmallows and encased in a white chocolate on the outside. And for Easter, you could see the ones with the bunnies, and they actually had a surprise marshmallow peep on the inside. So when you put them inside of a mug and poured just steaming hot milk over them, they melted into this delicious hot chocolate, and out came this peep that floated on the top. And it was really
That's so
amazing
creative.
and cool.
I love that.
That is, my uncle would love that. He's a huge Peep fan, but he loves them stale. He likes them real hard.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah,
I mean,
but that's a fun
I don't
thing.
even know what to say about
I
that.
don't either.
Yeah, that could have gone many different ways. I guess we probably want to leave it there. We'll leave it where it lies.
Good for him.
And one more. I pulled this one just because this is one of my favorites. You're a mean one.
Mr.
Mr. Grinch.
Yeah, you have to finish that, Sean.
Oh,
you have to finish that for us.
So this is just an example of, the kind of, so you do all of this freehand, right? All of this.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, incredible. Like, really, that's some incredible talent, not only to bake it, but to do the artistic side of it too is really, really remarkable.
It is amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. So then, can you tell us a little bit more about the mission? So your goal is to eventually open a storefront, right? Is that the goal?
Correct. I would love to open a storefront. I actually want to do it a little bit different than just a regular brick and mortar. Mm-hmm. I joined the Junior League of Cincinnati this year so I could learn a lot more about fundraising and nonprofits. And I would like to ideally open it as a nonprofit and open it in that sense. And
then you want to be able to train and employ
Yes.
those with Down syndrome and those with varying abilities.
Correct.
To actually run the place there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because Down syndrome kids are just amazing and they have varying levels of abilities. And like I said, as a teacher, I was used to modifying lessons for kids because all of my kids had different abilities.
Sure.
And it doesn't matter because some kids with Down syndrome are nonverbal. I can still find something for them to do that is meaningful. And there are kids like Katie and Matthew who their skill levels are, above and beyond. And so I want to be able to find something that every child can do or young adult can do so that they can come to work and have meaningful work and be employed. And more importantly, I want them to be out and about in the community because a lot of times that they are like in the back of the house when they work in restaurants. And I really want them to be able to be seen because the more they are seen, the more they are noticed, the more they are included, and the more they are seen as just everybody else is just another part of society.
Yes, absolutely. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
And there's something really beautiful too about having a purpose where you feel like you're going in and you're doing something amazing that you really believe in, like what you've talked about with them coming into work and feeling really good about what they're doing and then presenting that to the world. For all of us, everybody out there, I think we all feel a lot of our purpose is driven through our work. So the fact that you're able to do that and to provide us with some pretty tasty treats along the way is not a bad thing. We'll marry those two together.
It's like the purpose-driven life, right?
It is.
Which is a really beautiful thing. So congratulations on all of that. We are thrilled. And now you guys are even more excited because not only does Amy have this incredible mission and this incredible business, but it's also delicious stuff. So we're going to make Cakesicles, right?
Yes,
so
we are.
Take us through it, if you would.
All right. Well, normally I would bake my cakes from scratch. But because of travel and time constraints, I went ahead and bought something in advance, which is great because there are a lot of people that are busy professionals and they don't have time to do all that. So
we don't make cakes.
Oh, this is exciting.
This is exciting. And I would just like to point out that Amy did this partially because it's the only way that Sean and I are going to be able to replicate this in the long run. So this is perfect.
Okay, so we are going to make Cakesicles, and they are going to turn out something very similar to this.
Yay!
We're going to have a stick on them in the end. And they are cake that are enclosed and encased in chocolate and then decorated embellishment with designs and decorations. And the first thing that you need to do is to get some cake and some icing. So I have provided each of these wonderful people with some cake and icing too.
Awesome.
Work on this project this evening, so I'm going to give you some little
we got
rolls as well.
Yes.
Now you do not need a lot of icing for this, and it doesn't matter if you get a cake that has sprinkles or something because when you mix it all together, it can just be funfetti, and that just makes it even fun too. So you really don't need a lot. So I'm going to ask you guys to both kind of scrape all of this icing off of the top, and I will give you a bowl to kind of put that in because you don't really need that.
I think everyone needs the extra icing. I'm just going to point that out, that is an essential part of cake in general is the icing. Or Sean, are you more of a cake person or an icing person?
Cake.
And I'm an icing person. This is why this has worked for the last decade. I'm just saying. I think that
How much should I take off?
All of it.
All of it.
There is plenty on the side.
Keep on going there, Sean.
Yes, you want your ratio to have more cake than icing.
Okay.
When you mix it together, it's going to be kind of like a thick paste, almost like a Play-Doh consistency.
Okay.
If you have too much icing in there, it's going to be too wet. And then when you put the chocolate on top of it, sometimes it seeps out a little bit.
Oh, okay. That's really good information.
Did you ever try to eat Play-Doh as a kid?
I will never admit to that. Maybe. I used to have a weird thing where I'd come to the beach and I like to eat sand.
Oh, really?
Like crunch in my teeth.
Interesting.
You didn't do that this weekend, did you?
I think so.
No comment. No comment. Amy has no comment on that. We would just like to put that out there. Anytime you come to Florida, basically it is a no comment situation.
All right.
Yes.
So
All right.
if you can see, I'll show.
That to the side.
Okay. Yep.
See that? I took all the icing out. I probably should watch that knife in my face. I mean, you can't really see it, but all right. So I cleared the icing off. What happened over there?
Nobody saw that. Don't know what you're talking about. Nothing happened.
So you can go ahead and dump that in your bowl,
Okay.
and then I'm going to give Natalie the same thing, and I'm going to give you the knife.
Okay.
Just dump the whole cake in the bowl?
Dump the whole cake in the
Whole
bowl.
cake in the bowl. Okay. I didn't realize I got my own. I thought I was getting half of Sean's. Okay. Oh, so do I get to keep my own icing that I scrape off here?
Yes, ma'am. You can eat it for
You can
the
have
rest
mine
of the
too.
night. You can have it for the rest of the week, however long it takes you to get through it.
Okay, fantastic.
go.
And did
I
you
will
hear that
take
Sean
that
just
for you.
said I can have his too?
Is this the part where I mush it up with my?
Yes, I'm gonna give you a spatula,
Okay.
so you don't have to get your hands all dirty.
Oh, I was looking forward to that part.
Okay, all right. Is that enough?
And,
Did I do enough?
Same
Okay.
with you, Natalie.
Mine was super easy.
So I just crush it up.
You're just gonna smash it up.
Okay.
There you go. I usually like to use my hands, but
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the hands.
Now, if you do that, are you gonna be able to still work the computer?
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Sean. See, this is also why we've been together for 10 years. The other reason is that I almost put the cardboard in it
I did
along
that
with
too.
the cake. So
Okay.
that's why I need Sean around to make sure that doesn't happen.
How
you just want to keep smashing it until it really all comes together in a bowl.
like
Or,
a
excuse me, a
so
ball.
really
A ball.
hands are better.
Okay.
So I'll just run and wash
Yes.
my hands real quick.
I was
Okay.
going to say, if you want, I can just continue to mix it for you, and you can just lick them off.
No, this is the fun part.
Yeah, Sean wants to get his hands dirty. That's really what. Don't you dare. I swear to God, Sean Kilgore.
I might have had just one sip of wine and enough.
Too many. Well, the good news is that moms and grandma are here. So they will see it and they will know and they will get back at you. That's all I'm saying is that there will be no cake in the face.
See, I think that's kind of fun.
Okay, you are almost done. You have got that mixed up
Uh-oh.
really well.
Sean's
And
ahead
no,
of
no,
me.
no, it's only
It's not okay. This is not okay.
I know you're competitive.
No, that's not right. Okay, all right.
Okay. Yes. So once you get it
Okay.
mixed up and
Okay.
it comes together in a ball,
Ooh, very nice. Good
Thanks.
job, Sean.
Thanks.
you're going to want to chill this for a little while.
Okay.
So I'm going to switch places.
You chill.
with
I'm
you.
gonna wash my hands.
You're going to wash up.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, Amy, can you tell me if I am doing this in real time at home, am I going to chill this in the refrigerator or in the freezer, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It depends on how much time you have.
Okay.
If you've got ample time, you can put it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. If you
Okay.
really need to rush, I'd put it in the freezer for about 10.
Okay, and what's the consistency that I'm looking for at the end of my chilling? Like, how do I know that it's done?
You'll know that it's done. Oh, actually, that's a good question.
Is it that it turns into a little ball? Is that what I'm looking for?
It will.
This is fun.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to go off camera.
No, that's all right.
But you'll just be able to
Ooh.
roll it.
Oh,
So
that's
you can
really
roll
easy.
it, and it's not really sticking to your hands a lot. You know
Aha,
it's ready.
that is
Can we
not.
show this? So this
this.
is what it will.
That's what it'll
It's
eventually.
sort of.
Well, you can't really see it there,
Because
but it's very
Kinda.
different from what this looks like.
Yes.
this is
This needs
funfetti.
some. Yes. Well, this needs some chilling time. So
Okay.
okay, awesome.
All right. Switch. It's a Will Smith song.
That was a
Nice.
Will Smith song.
Yeah, called Switch.
Maybe you
From
shouldn't
the
do
movie,
those.
right?
Maybe that's not.
Oh, see, I'd let you do it.
I know you would. That's no fun though.
It was
See,
your
you would let
kitchen.
me.
Bye.
Bye, Felicia. Okay, all right, we're switching.
I'll let you put cake anywhere you want.
Oh, see, again, this is why we've been together for 10 years.
All right, we're gonna chill there. No question there.
All right. Sorry, Amy. We're going to.
Okay.
No, we're fine.
What's our
Okay,
next?
let me know when you're ready for the next step.
We're ready for the
We're
next
ready.
step. We're
Okay,
ready.
the next step involves taking some melted chocolate. You can use either a white chocolate, you can use a dark chocolate. If you'd like to go to your local store and get candy melts, you can get those as well.
But this is candy.
Yeah, I was
melts,
gonna say,
right?
can you show us what those look like?
Those are candy melts.
Okay, great.
Now, I chose a white chocolate, and to melt it, you want to either have a double boiler or some kind of small crock pot that you can melt chocolate in. But I just took water in a pan and put the white candy melts in a regular bowl and then set those on top of the water. You actually can do it in the microwave as well, but you want to make sure that you do not overcook it. It melts pretty quickly, so you want to do it for about 15 seconds at a time. Stir it, check it. You want it to be a runny consistency. Can they
Nice.
see that? Okay.
Oh yeah, very nice. Yep. Thank you.
A
You
lot
want-
of people think that it needs
yours?
to be cooked on a high heat for a long time, and that'll end up burning it and making it it makes it so you can't use it. So you want it to be nice and runny. So the next thing you do is you're going to take these little molds.
Okay.
Okay.
And where do we find those?
You
little
can
molds?
get them on Amazon.
Awesome.
And these just happen to be the mini molds. They come in a larger size one as well, but I prefer the minis because sometimes when you demold them and they're the larger ones, they break because of the weight of it.
Aha.
So
Insider
the smaller
tips.
ones
Yes,
are
pro
better.
tips.
So what you're going to do is you're going to take a little bit of this white chocolate about a spoonful, and you're going to put it in the mold.
I love white chocolate. White chocolate is my favorite.
And you are just going to swirl it around.
Dark chocolate's my favorite.
To make sure that it coats the bottom and the sides.
That's so pretty when you do it. If Sean and I did it, it would not be that pretty.
We're going to try it, right?
You are going to do it next.
I'm just saying. I just want to set the bar nice and low. Because
Okay.
when she's doing it, remember, this is a professional. Like, we're not quite
All right,
at that
now I'm going to
level
give
yet.
you yours.
All
You've
right.
got yours, and you're going to take a spoonful.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right, Sean.
Here, I'll spoon yours in if you like.
Oh, look at you.
Confidence.
Ladies
Okay.
first.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Perfectly
See?
on the
A
first
gentleman with some
How-
manners. I
Is
love
it
it.
just one spoonful?
You were just going to coat the
Let's
bottom?
see.
Is that the idea?
I would put a little bit more in there, like
Okay.
a generous,
A
a
generous
generous-
yeah, a
spoonful.
generous
A generous
spoonful.
heaping spoonful?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
that feels good. Okay.
Does it?
Yes.
Does it feel
yes,
good?
It does. It feels nice and heavy in the mold. I like it. Okay. So is this, I'm just showing Amy, is this about where we want to be? Do we want to cover the whole bottom or do I want to cover the sides?
You
What am I
want to
looking to
cover
do?
the whole bottom. You want to have enough that when you swirl it, kind of like swirling your wine glasses, that it coats
we know
the
how to do that.
sides.
Okay. All right, good.
And if
Swirl
you
it like a
don't-
wine glass.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I
and if
gotcha.
you don't have enough, you can add a little bit more, but I think you've got plenty.
Okay.
I feel like I maybe have too much.
Nope, not at all.
You would feel that way because we don't know what we're doing. That's why.
Okay,
That's what she's here for.
everybody's going to have a popsicle stick right
Okay.
here.
Woo, okay.
So it should come
Yours,
all the way up
yours.
all the way up on the sides.
All the
right?
way up on the sides.
Ooh, okay. All right, good. Ooh, nice.
Then you're going to put your popsicle stick in. There's a little opening at the bottom.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to push that right up in there. Does it matter how far up it goes? Just a little bit?
Just a little bit at the
Oh,
beginning.
I see. So it actually has like a little slot for the.
Yeah.
There it is.
And do I get the popsicle sticks on Amazon as well?
Yes, actually, they will come with the molds.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you get 50 popsicle sticks. I should be a spokesperson.
You should,
for
yeah.
Amazon.
Yes.
You should have
I should
a
have a
coupon
sponsorship.
code.
Yes.
Use coupon code.
That's right. There's
Okay.
okay.
Once you've got
Sponsor.
those swirled around,
Okay,
you
we
want to put them
swirled.
in the
How does yours
freezer.
look? Ooh, yours looks good. Ooh, they
Yeah.
look good together.
See, they're nice together.
Aw. Aw. Okay, oop, as I
All right, so now we
okay.
put these in the freezer.
And drink some wine in between while you're doing
Drink
it.
some wine in between.
Mhm,
And
very
it doesn't take a long time.
Look
It
at
only
this.
takes
It's like a
couple
real
of minutes.
cooking show, everybody.
Yes,
Look at it.
yes.
So they turn out like this.
So they turn out like this. We have them ready for you. So once they are, in fact, sometimes you might want to, once you first take it out, sometimes you want to take a silicone brush, just like this one, and you might want to dab the sides a little bit just to
Oh.
make an extra coating. So
Smart.
when you demold them, that there is enough there to keep all of the cake pops in there. So you'll see that
But you
the
did these,
sticks-
so these look perfect.
Thank you. So the
Okay.
cake sticks are already in there, so you just want to wiggle them around a little bit so
Okay.
they've got some movement, but you don't want
Okay.
to push them up all the way. So now you're going to
Okay.
take the cake that
Don't
you
push
have
it up all the way.
already.
That's a hard one.
All right, okay. Ooh, yes.
So here's the cake
Chocolate
that we
cake.
have already prepared, and you're just going to take some out.
Are we grabbing some?
Yep.
Okay.
Get your fingers
Like a
in
golf
there.
ball size? Is
Yep.
that what I'm looking for? Okay.
You handle many golf balls?
I have actually. Did you know that my very first job was at a golf course?
No.
Yeah.
How am I just now knowing
I don't,
this?
because I am full of surprises. What can I tell you? Yes, I was a cart girl. It was my very first job ever.
No
Ask you
way.
that. You probably
It was
got like crazy tips.
The best job ever. Yes, I did nothing and they paid me for doing nothing. It was spectacular. I loved it. And it was outside and it was awesome. It was a great I don't think you could have a better first job than.
No, that's really
Not for
good.
me.
How old were you when you did that?
You
I was like
are doing
19.
a great job.
I
Yep.
was
You don't
right-
want to overfill. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Very good.
No.
So is that
We're here for
is that
No, I
about
want to
what
hear the rest of that
the
story.
tutelage. No, it was just my dad is a big golfer and it was the golf course across the street from our house. And he asked the folks if I could come in and they trained me. And it was literally probably the easiest and best job I ever had. I worked outside all day. I'd drive the cart around and they would literally tip me. They would get their own drinks out of the back of the cart and then they'd tip me.
Oh, just for
Couldn't be any better.
driving it?
Just yes.
I see
for
those
driving
fingers
the
about to go in that mouth.
cart. Don't know what you're talking about.
All right, now once we've got the cake inside the mold, we are going to push the sticks up, and you want to push down on the tops a little bit because when you push them, the sticks kind of like start to pop up a little bit, and you don't want that to happen.
So push the stick
push.
in while.
Yep, all the way till it gets to this point. So it's going to kind of rest there. It's got a little.
Okay, I feel like I'm
Okay.
there. Sean,
I feel like-
you're being very I don't know. There's a lot of technique going into Sean's. Mine, not so much. Okay, mine's very,
All right.
yours is. I think
I
mine's
like
a little.
it.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No.
I think it's pretty good. Yours is more even than mine. Mine's a little dipped in the middle.
Oh, do you need some more?
No, I feel good about it.
Actually, that's good because if it's too high and it domes, then it's going to kind of spill over to the sides, and you don't want that.
No.
Okay.
So normally you would put this in the refrigerator for 5 to 10 minutes just to make sure it's chilled and hard.
That's good.
But we are already ready in advance. So the next step would be to take some more of that chocolate.
Yeah.
We like any phrase that starts with "take some more of that chocolate" is what we're all for here at Live at Cordone and Kilgore.
You're going to take a spoonful of it.
What a melodic microwave.
Isn't it? All of our appliances do that. They have like this little, when the dishwasher stops, it sings a little song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty great. Yep.
What's the song? Is it
It's not. I mean, they don't want to pay royalties, so it's just a little ditty. It's just a little.
Working at the dishwash?
Sean may have had too much wine, or he may need to drink
All
some.
right, so
I'm
now we
sorry.
put-
And then you're going to cover the top.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Sean.
Okay.
You go.
Do you want me to cover you?
Sure. Yeah, of course. You should always cover me because I usually need it. Is what we're getting at here. Is Sean has to cover for me because it's always a mess. Okay. Good. You
What do
do
you
yours,
think?
and I'll
Okay.
keep swirling. Like my wine glass. I took Amy's instructions to heart on that one.
Is that too much?
Looking good. Just take the back of the spoon and just make sure it covers all of the chocolate parts. If you can see the chocolate,
Cover all the
it's not
chocolate
covered
parts.
all the way.
That's right. It's not.
Oh,
white
what if
chocolate
I
is
shouldn't
good.
see my cake come through though? Should I?
No, Sean.
No, you should not see the
Yours
cake
is
come
ruined. Now nobody wants it,
Oh.
so I'll keep it. Because I think it's ruined.
Oh, I've
so I should
made a
eat that.
mess. This can't be
through.
right.
That is okay.
Is
See, but half the fun is making the mess.
No,
That's
that
half
is
the fun.
fine.
Okay.
We're gonna put that in the freezer.
No, we're good.
Okay.
But you should eat that part. It's really good.
Perfect.
That was good.
It is really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so these
Okay.
then go in the freezer. Is
Yes.
where we're headed. Okay.
They go back in the freezer
Yes, back in the freezer.
for about
Okay. I'm gonna wash my hands.
Okay.
5 to 10 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes in the freezer. I think we can handle that.
And we have some in there already.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that.
There you go. We're going to take that to the side. Now, the other thing that you're going to want to do is have a contrasting color.
Yes.
To decorate with, or you can use the same color that you've been using. We use the white. Some people use the dark.
Okay.
And after it's been in the freezer for about 5 to 10 minutes, you're going to unmold them, and they are going to come out looking like
Look at
this.
that.
They're so cute. They're so little.
Now, there was something that I did not have with me because of travel, but it's a little scraper. So when you put the chocolate on the top, sometimes there's some that comes out on the edges. And if it comes out and there's a little bit more around the edges, then it's not going to always come out as clean as this. You can just take a knife and just kind of trace around it and cut off the excess so it looks like this. So I just didn't want anybody to think like, wait, they unmolded it and there's like these little pieces that are sticking out and they're like, oh my gosh, it doesn't look like it's supposed to. That's okay.
Gotcha.
All you have to do is just trim it a little bit. So once you've got that demolded,
Amazing.
on a little plate, we'll put our samples to the side.
Okay. All right.
Cute.
And then
These samples will be eaten. I just want everyone to. I want you to know that no cake was harmed in the making of these Cakesicles, and that they will all be eaten by the time it's done, including the huge bowl of icing behind me. Just saying. Okay.
Now, the
So.
same thing. You're
Those are
going to
so
take.
My mom says my dad is salivating over here.
Oh, that's amazing. Of course they are, right? Anybody. who
Oh,
doesn't
listen,
taste
this
these-
is our friend Mariette. She's got a little thing for you. She says maybe you could partner and advertise with John's Crazy Socks, founded by a man with Down syndrome.
I know who he is. I mean, I've
Oh,
never
right.
met him, but I know who he is. Yes.
Oh,
Oh, my
that's
gosh.
cool.
He has done amazing work.
Well,
Thank
that's
you, Mariette.
awesome.
You always
Yeah.
have good suggestions. We appreciate you being here.
This is a very nice thing. Those that put their heart into helping those with developmental disabilities deserve the utmost respect and admiration. You are a champ, lady.
That is
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Hey.
I appreciate that.
That's for sure.
Really, not to go against what you said, but really, it's those kids. They
Mhm.
have gone above and beyond every expectation that we have ever had for our son. He's exceeded, and that is a testament to him. Not me. I didn't do
No,
anything.
you're the
It's a
mom.
combo.
You're the
Yeah, I
mom.
think
Yeah.
it's a combo. I
That
think
is a
good
testament to
parenting
you.
is not something to be overlooked. And
Yeah.
having a teacher as a mother, which I did, by the way, is also not something to be
So did I.
overlooked. See, they turned out pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, so
Okay.
keep your son off the stage.
Lisa.
That's the only place.
Lisa,
where you can go
so
wrong.
fun to watch as the only person in the studio audience. Awesome.
Oh, but he loves being being on the stage as a hip hop competitor, and
I was only joking because that's where we went wrong.
gotcha.
The two
Chris
of
said
us.
you always forget about the cardboard.
He does. So the terrible story with that is that I have put more than one pizza in the oven with the cardboard under.
Oh,
That was a long time ago. I didn't burn the house down or anything. Don't feel too bad. But I just so Chris doesn't feel like he can tell you stories, I'll tell you myself.
yes, we will eat all the white chocolate things together.
Yes. Ooh, who said that?
That's
Who was asking
Josh's
that?
grandma.
Yes,
Elle, yeah,
for sure,
Elle.
for sure. Eileen, yes, thank you. Thank you for that.
Hey, we should get a sponsorship from KitchenAid.
Yeah, no joke, especially with the song. We're
Yeah.
talking about the songs.
Whose podcast? KitchenAid.
Yeah, heck
No, I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
We'll sing along to your
Jingle.
yeah, your dishwasher jingle. Love it.
Yeah,
Love
let's
it,
see.
love
I
it.
heard everything Amy makes looks and tastes like a work of art. Well, that's absolutely true. Awesome. Thank you guys. Thanks for. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Very nice. All right, so now it's time to decorate. Yeah.
Okay, last step. You
Now I have to get this cake out of my socks.
That's something that everyone says when they go home from work every day. Mm-hmm.
And I love this blue, by the way. This blue.
It's
blue is my favorite
gorgeous.
color.
Well, I picked it to go with your kitchen.
I was gonna say it does go with my whole
It
house.
does. It's
Yeah, right.
Tiffany blue. It's beautiful.
Love
and
it.
if Tiffany wants to sponsor us as well,
Yeah,
We will
that would
take
be
it.
amazing.
We'll take it.
100%. I think that's a good. Ooh.
Yeah. can you-
Ooh, this is a marriage made in heaven. I like this. I would get cake shoved in my face for Tiffany's. I'm just saying.
you know,
You heard it. There you heard it.
It's true.
and I just want to say, it's Cordone, Kilgore, and it could be Castro.
Hey,
So,
you know what?
it fits right on
it
in
fits
there.
right in.
I think this is
I
it's
would
a
be happy to
fancy
be here
start to
every week.
All
I love
right.
it.
We
All
can
right.
make different things. and-
Mhm.
Yes.
Well, we'll definitely have you
Cakesicles
back.
are
for
just
sure.
the beginning.
Yes.
Okay.
So the last thing we have is some melted candy melts. You can get those from
Ooh.
Amazon as well.
No.
And again, if you want to use the white chocolate, you can use that. If you want to use a different color, you can. But like I said, I wanted to go with Natalie's beautiful kitchen. So I've got this Tiffany blue. And you just drizzle it on top.
You make it look so easy. It's not as easy.
It
as
is
it looks.
that easy.
All
All
you
you
can be that easy.
all you need is a steady hand. And
So great.
you can just
Yes.
sprinkle
Look at
and put them
that.
on top.
Gorgeous.
And then you've got these tasty treats.
Yes.
Excellent.
I
Yeah,
love,
that's all
love,
this
love
I'm
this.
going to put those to the side and let you guys.
Oh, we
have-
are. Oh, here we go. Okay. So, do we need our own plate? or
I just
we have
picture them
to
sliding off the
plate?
plate
will
as I
be
hold it up to the
taking our own
camera.
plate.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first weird thing that's happened on camera. It's all good. Okay. All right. So we've got our own
One
plates.
for
Ooh,
you.
look at this.
Here we go.
And
Okay. Oh.
just make sure there's just like a ribbon.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good. That's a really good way of thinking
Yeah,
about it. There's a
ribbon.
ribbon that comes from. Ooh,
A ribbon
I like the
is-
description.
A Tiffany ribbon.
Yeah.
There you go.
See, you can tell she's a teacher. She's got great direction. So for anybody who's looking for a book to read, I just finished a book called The Talent Code. It's excellent. I actually read this at the suggestion of our friend Glory Rice, who it's not nearly as easy as she made it look. I'm just saying. But it is a great book. It talks all about where
There's your
talent
ribbon.
comes from and how it's developed and what you can do to make more of it. And the fact that it's really all skill combined with ability. It's kind of a fun book. So
That's
if
cool.
you got nothing else
And
to
it's
do.
called what? The Talent.
It's called The Talent Code. I believe it's Dan Coyle, I think is the
Dan
author.
Quayle.
Not Dan Quayle. That's not, let's not go there. Dan Coyle. I think it's Coyle.
See, I will like this because I went a little overboard.
That's not surprising.
It's like
That's
chunky.
okay.
It's chunky like me.
And mine had a slow start, which all makes sense too. So, okay.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at that!
Hyde Park Baker Cakesicles.
Cakesicle time! Okay, so we have to let these
Awesome.
sit for a few minutes, right? Before we
Yes.
can eat them. So I think that it's time for getting to know you.
Yes.
While
Getting to know you.
getting to know all about you. God, it's so much easier when we're in person. And we can just break into song.
Yes,
all
I
the time.
an in-person guest, in-person
I love,
audience.
oh gosh, this is so
Let this
great.
be a sign of things to come.
Please,
Yes.
please.
All right, so go for it.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what the questions are because you
Whoa.
got a chance to pull them.
Whoops,
So
wait, there's cake all over my notes.
of course there is.
all over
There's
my
cake
socks.
all over you, Sean. That's really. But these are powered by Poddex, who are our first sponsor for Live with Cordone and Kilgore. And what they are is just a series of random questions that we have pulled from a deck of cards, obviously called Poddex. And what we do is we get to know both our guest and also our guests that are here online. So we expect all of you to play along. We want to hear your answers. We promise that we will answer truthfully as well. This is not rocket science. I promise. There's no like pop quiz happening. It's really very simple.
Simple stuff.
Is that
right?
fair?
That is fair.
Yeah.
It's time for Getting to Know You, powered by Poddex.
This edition of Getting to Know You is powered by Poddex, the hottest new tool for podcasters and can make for a fun night at home, too. Simply shuffle up, ask a question, and let the good times roll. Check out poddex.com and use code GOODVIBES for 10% off your order.
Alrighty, here we
right.
go. Question number one.
Question number one. Here we
Is
go.
the super easy stuff. What is
Baby
your
blue.
favorite ice cream flavor? Sort of themes to what we're doing, cake and ice cream. What's
Love
your
it,
favorite
love
ice
it,
cream?
love it.
If you were to pair an ice cream, what ice cream pairs well with the Cakesicle?
Ooh.
Well, it depends on what flavor cake you use inside your Cakesicle, but I am a traditional girl and I like Grater's, which is a Cincinnati favorite, and I
know what that
like
is.
it's just their local famous ice cream store, and I like their chocolate chip.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yep, you and Perry. Perry loves the chocolate chip ice cream too. What
No.
about you?
So mine, it depends on my mood, but I love mocha chip. Like if they have some kind of coffee chip version, that's my go-to. But often that's not really an option, so I'll go with the mint chocolate chip instead.
Okay.
If I have to, I'll do a cookie dough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, I'll lower myself to the cookie dough if that's the only version. But
I would say so.
Chocolate chip.
Brian says chocolate chip cookie dough,
Yes.
and we have a couple cookie doughs. Your mom loves cookie dough. That's
she
her
does.
favorite.
She does
yeah.
love a good cookie dough.
My sister, you and my sister are the same. Mint
Mint
chocolate chip. Yeah.
Yes.
Lisa,
Can you really go wrong?
Butter pecan.
butter pecan. You and my
that's a
mom. You and my
good
mom with the butter
classic
pecan.
flavor. I
You
love
know,
it.
my son Matthew, that's his favorite.
Really?
Too, Lisa.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
it is.
fine.
Butter pecan.
I love the Americone Dream.
What is
It's
that?
Stephen Colbert's Ben and Jerry's flavor, and it's like chunks of waffle cone covered in chocolate, and there's some bunch of other stuff in there too.
Decadent.
Yeah.
I think that would be my new favorite. If
Yeah,
I
no,
tried.
I love a waffle cone. Anything.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
that's fair.
yeah.
Yeah. And if you had to put it though in, if you're just going to eat it plain or have it in a sundae, which one would you pick? This is like a bonus question.
I would eat it plain
Okay.
all day long.
Okay. Plain ice cream. How about you?
If I was just to eat it, just plain ice cream.
Or versus having it in a sundae? Would you go like full on banana split, or would you go just sundae, or where would you be in that mix?
I would be like banana split.
You'd
like
be all in.
yes, yeah. I
Yeah.
want the little strawberry, little chocolate, little
You have the cherry
vanilla
on
with the
top.
bananas, with the whipped cream and the cherry and the nuts.
all of it. I think for me, I would probably do just like the hot fudge on top. That would be enough. I do like the cherry on
Oh,
top.
I do love a caramel topping though. Also.
Okay. I feel like we could go down this
Yeah.
rabbit hole like all day long.
Yes, Mariette,
Yes.
Americone Dream.
Yes!
We are living it.
I love
Okay.
it. Except Mariette is so healthy; she'd probably eat like this much. Although
Yes.
she did.
When's the last time ice cream
touched her lips.
touched your lips?
I can tell you this only because it's a good story. Is that she booked something recently? She's an actor friend of ours who's come on the show, and she's amazing. And after the booking or the callback or the whatever, she was on set, whatever it was, she bought this like enormous cone of whatever and walked around the city with it. So I do have to say that if something goes very well, she will take a good ice cream cone.
Yes, we got banana split. My dad mint chocolate chip and butter pecan. A spumoni. Love a good spumoni.
Spumoni. I like it. Very
Yeah.
good spumoni.
All right, question number 2.
Question number 2. Navy blue.
What is
That's
happening?
it.
That's
Good.
all I
Good
got.
answer. Good answer.
Tiffany
Good
blue.
answer.
Tiffany blue.
is a good answer.
All right.
Always a good answer.
What famous person would you like to be friends with?
Oh, do they have to be living?
Oh,
Let's do living or
Living or dead?
living or dead.
Okay. Can
Living
I do
or dead.
both?
Yeah, let's do one of each.
Of
Yeah.
course you can.
And
Living,
for everyone out there too, what famous person would you like to be friends with, living or dead?
Living or
Let us
dead,
know in the
okay.
chat. You can go.
okay. Dead Freddie Mercury.
oh, that's a
I
good
think
one.
he would have been an amazing person to have known.
I am
Yeah,
trying to
I just
picture you
watched that the other
partying
day.
with Freddie Mercury. Because I feel like that's pretty much all he did.
Don't
Yeah.
let the seersucker fool you. Amy Claire can get down.
Can get
When
down.
that apron
Yes.
comes off, it's a whole new Hyde Park Baker.
Woo! Yes,
Thanks
it
to
is.
Dave for mom, by the way. I just want to point that out. Yes. Okay. Yes, I love it. Okay, so
So
living.
Freddie Mercury's dead. So
Living.
yeah.
Dave Chappelle.
Oh, that's a good one.
You
That's a
have
good
good
one.
answers.
Yeah.
Ooh, Amy. Ooh, I like it.
You've met David Chappelle before, haven't you? Or you?
I did.
Have you partied with Dave Chappelle?
I got to meet him over the summer. It actually was because of my son, and he and his wife Elaine were the loveliest people.
Oh,
They were able to see a news story about him, and they invited us up to be their special guests at a comedy show that they were doing in Yellow Springs, Ohio, which is where he lives.
Oh my gosh.
And they put us in the VIP section.
What?
And it
Is that
was
that's where he owns all that land and he does the shows like outside, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
really
gosh.
cool.
He
That's
has
really
saved
cool.
Yellow Springs over the summer with COVID and everybody shutting down. He was able to bring, just thousands of people together over the summer for multiple shows. And he was really able to keep people in restaurants and the local businesses and really did a solid for his people. He loves Yellow Springs, and he and his wife could not have been more gracious to us.
so great.
And it was amazing. They were just the loveliest people. So
Very cool. Natalie, living and dead.
Okay, so I have to pick. I'm gonna pick a couple of dead people. Sorry, I do like I do like the stars of yesteryear. So my number one would be Audrey Hepburn. Everybody knows that. That's no surprise. Duh. And then I'd say because of our connection, I would really. And this counts as living and dead. Steve and Edie. Like I would really like to have known them in a way where we've gotten to know them through our shows, but to be able to be friends, I just think they were so witty and they were so real that those are the kind of people we like to hang out with. So. Yeah, so I guess that covers my living and dead all at once.
That's good, because I would say I would love to still. Meet Steve Lawrence. I think that would be an amazing thing. But to be friends with Bette Midler would be my number one, of course. Yeah, and then dead, I would probably choose. Oh, I don't know. That's a tough one.
There's so many. There's so many stars that were just so great. I don't know.
Let's see who else. No, we have no one's.
What about B. Arthur?
Let's see. Oh, of course.
Oh, duh. Yeah, that was.
Amy knows my answers.
Yeah, she knows. I feel like she's got better answers to these than we do, and we knew the questions. I actually didn't know the questions. I'll pick these.
Yeah.
So
Edith Piaf.
Edith Piaf is a good one.
For dead, Marilyn Monroe. Chris says
Marilyn had some stories.
Dean Martin and Peyton Manning.
Oh yeah. So obviously Dead and Alive. Those were really good.
What did they say?
Yeah.
Oh,
what else we got?
Marriott said, "I'm surprised Peyton wasn't the first one."
Yeah, Peyton Manning. I can see for Chris.
Let's see. Oh, Gene Kelly. Yeah, Gene Kelly.
I would love to. Can you imagine dancing with Gene Kelly? If you were friends with Gene Kelly, you get to dance with Gene Kelly. Yes,
yeah.
I'd say Gene Kelly.
I'm embarrassed to say that I don't know who Noam Chomsky is, but
yeah, he's a philosopher.
Oh, okay.
And and yes, I can totally see that. We should have conversations at some point.
Yeah,
good
that's
books,
great.
by the way. Yeah, haven't read those since I was first.
Brian says, for the alive, Cordone and Kilgore.
Yes,
you're already our friends.
That's right. We'll take it. We'll take it.
All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, Hugh Jackman, someone said here. Oh, your mom, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Joan Rivers, that would be a good one too. Yes.
Yeah. I think
it's Anne Marie. I just noticed that was Anne Marie.
Is Anne Marie Burgess?
Yeah.
Oh, Anne Marie.
Oh, good one, Marriott. Steve Martin. That's a good one too.
Yeah. I'd say Carol Burnett is a big one.
Ooh, that's a good one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's really so many.
Really, it's just funny people. And Billy Crystal for my living one.
Yeah.
Billy Crystal. That's somebody you want to be friends with.
Yeah.
Like you want to have that man at your house on a regular basis.
Yeah, totally. Lisa?
Okay.
I'm just waiting for you to eat the cake pops.
It's coming. It's coming. We only have one more question. Okay,
I'm gonna add one more.
Yeah.
Meryl Streep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I will give you that.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. Yeah.
For sure.
All right, question number 3.
Navy blue.
Okay, good. It was a good answer to the last one.
If you, this one might require some thought. If you could go back in time and give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be?
It would a real answer or a funny answer?
Give us both.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I love that you picked up my wine, by the way. Go ahead. Go.
Sorry, I was out.
She's ready.
Let's see. My funny answer would be that I would not have gotten drunk with our live in-person audience member and gotten in trouble in the 9th grade after exam.
Yes.
Okay. Where we got in trouble.
As Lisa pours the rest of the wine.
We got grounded from each other. Our parents said, you no longer are a good influence on each other. And you cannot be friends anymore. And 41 years later, we are still best friends.
Come over here, Lisa.
So I would say that would be my funny one. I would say my serious one is I think I would go back in time and tell myself to let myself know that all of the advice and all of the things that my parents ever told me were correct and right. They knew the answers. I wish I would have listened. It would have saved me some heartbreak. It would have saved me some groundings. And they were right. They knew it all. So
Nice.
That's good.
To the
Good
parents.
advice.
This
Good
is
advice.
Lisa, everybody. Lisa is Amy's best friend. The reason we know Amy, and Lisa is also Perry's best friend. And I've been known Perry for forever and ever and ever. And she's our housemate, and we love her
Yes.
very much. And she brought Amy into our lives.
And
so
she
we're
brought the
very
wine
happy about
tonight
that.
too.
She brought the
So
wine
not to be
also.
overlooked. Not to be overlooked. She's been bringing the wine since 9th grade. So
Since ninth
yeah,
grade, she's been bringing the wine.
Way to go.
Right.
Way to go.
Mr. Stender, that's for you.
Yes.
All right, Natalie, what's your answer? If you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would
I
it be?
think it would be that done is better than perfect.
Mm.
That I was so focused on being so great at everything for so long, and I think it was better to just keep moving forward. But I think I've done that in different ways since I've learned as I've gone.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but as a younger person, I think that's what I tell myself.
Yeah. I think mine would be like, don't sweat the small stuff. And really, I mean, and that would be a hard one because when you're younger, you don't really know that the small stuff is small stuff.
Right.
Because everything seems so big.
Yeah.
True.
I think that's more of a wisdom thing. I think you have to get there.
You have to age into it.
Yeah. Well, here we are.
Lisa?
Time to eat cake pops.
Oh, okay. All right. We
You
can't.
wanna be
There's
the
no.
first one?
There's no denying that that's
Yes.
correct. That it is time to
Go
eat
for it.
some
Come on,
cake.
Sean
Here, you
has
still-
fingers
Yes.
all over.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
oh my god, it's good.
is it good?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I've got off the top part. That is, if you have time to make cake pops in the near future, and you want to go back and watch the show or share it with your friends,
Yum.
those are
Totally.
beyond spectacular and really, really good. So thank you so much
Wow.
for all the good you're doing in the world. Thank you for coming on and sharing your time with us, for coming all the way from Cincinnati to share your vacation time with us.
And thank you for having me.
Oh.
I really
This was
appreciate
great.
it.
This was
I love
awesome.
you guys.
I love you too. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Yeah.
We're so
This is great.
excited and so proud of everything you're doing. Please promise that you'll be a friend of the show, that you'll come back, that you'll keep up with us and let us know how you're progressing and how you're moving
Absolutely.
forward.
Excellent.
We appreciate
Wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We hope you guys join us next week on the Cordone and Kilgore Facebook and YouTube pages when our guests will be.
it. We actually, next week, we're taking the week off.
Oh, next
We've
week
got
we're
stuff
off
going on.
because guess what? The parents are coming into town.
That's
Finally
right. The parents are coming to town.
vaccinated and they're gonna be here. So
But you'll see us again soon. We will make sure that we put out announcements about every time that we're coming online. But if you would like to check us out with our past episodes, you can do that on our website at cordoneandkilgore.com, or you can find us on any of your major podcast sites. You can look to Spotify, Stitcher, Pandora, which we've now gotten onto. And we look forward to bringing you more positivity throughout the week. And we, again, would love to hear from you. So visit us at cordonekilgorelive@gmail.com.
thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a great week.
Bye.
Yeah, have a great week.
Yeah. Bye.
Cakesicles
Cheers.
for
Cakesicles
everyone.
for everyone.